LTA gusto Immortal, VP.
Naku, lakad mo tatang!
Normally.
The Animager double solo killing his opponent Ember at level 1 as we've got this Ember Spirit already being gone on. They start off with a hammer, get on with the blood right, and he's dead. Sebas.
Homebreaker plus something. I'm like, yeah, I don't think this is that strong.
Well, that's the
and then
turnaround.
the hero.
Oh, they can't. Good little bushwhack, and the move back in from Frank. Both of these side lanes, they're just meat grinders. Everyone's running low on mana, running low on HP, running low on regen, and Slardin may be running low on life as the Wraithfire Blast will come in and secure it. Widge might be the trade out for this as Draken looks to secure the Crystal Maiden kill, but a good Frostbite pops the Mango, the Fairy Fire, and all the heal from Widge. Crystal Maiden still swiped down by Draken's final touch. The TA does leave the lane. Looks like nobody for now. Everyone very focused on playing these two side lanes while Kataro is feeling the brunt of that. Another missed Starbreaker though. Good sidestep from the Bloodseeker to get out of that range, but with a Celestial Hammer and the gap.
Something where we will see these teams actually fighting for, because... Oh, hello.
Yeah, Maiden just walked into this. Nice little Solar Guardian going to come in, and Frank healing Widge up. Finished off with the Sleight of Fist, and the Starbreaker lands on the Draken, but Sebas, the Ember Spirit's rotation, looks incredibly good here as Frank will meet his own end, and a double kill for the Ember Spirit. Turns that aggression right on.
Smoke Arena bottom.
Yeah, SG. I think they gave their smoke away with Wraith King showing mid, but it's still a great move onto the Bloodseeker. Blown up, and the reverse wraparound play from Tempest does find them the kill on the Maiden. Good little Grimstroke ulti there with a two-man silence. Can they catch another kill, though? The Hoodwink dropping very low, and the double Fade Bolt will secure it. Sebas thinking about reinitiating map. That's a nice little Wild Wing move there. Throw the Tornado onto Widge. Freezing Field cancelled by the Roar. So Draken, Sebas, Cat U, they all gather up in the bottom jungle. Can't finish off LTH, but it will be the Maiden to die. Yeah, Ember gives you the... See him now. He's walked away from his tower. He wanted that kind of greedier farm.
Level 11.
And he's going to get
so good,
actually. This is perfect timing to finish him off. The TPs start to come through, but filtering in one by one here as SG is not a great place to be. Solar Guardian landing in on towards Burner. So they've got a bit of heal and save there as Frank shows off his freshly purchased BKB and a stolen Solar Guardian. Rubik landing it on top of them. Stunning and catching, killing Burner with the Ember Remnant over. They found Widge as well. Bloodright takes her out. And now Frank's Dawnbreaker battling with the Ember Spirit, but hey, you've got to retreat from this. You can't stand and fight. Oh, can you? They get the kill on the Aegis and onto Draken. Frank traded his life out for that, but KXY's TA now with no refraction, no meld. Gonna get pummeled into the ground. Tempest does come out of the woodwork, find a few swift kills, and a team wipe appears. Now uses it, survives. No way, the boar chasing, but KXY has finished it off as well. It's a Cat U courier. So Grimstroke's the one to die as Draken roars up the Temple Assassin. Rupture as well. Burner moves on in. Reincarnation is ready. He's armlet up and Beastmaster down. Good turnaround from SG. Another initiation from that Tempest side. And, you know, it's there. It's those kind of situations where your Grimstroke's on the front lines, your Hoodwink's on the front lines, and you're thinking, how do we start this fight? We just have to throw our bodies into the meat grinder and hope for the best. LTH. Got Maelstrom struck by the Bloodseeker. Freezing Field from Widge, but end of the world for them as Wraith King also dying without his ulti ready. Tempest reacting to the reaction of S.
Can't really leave the area because both sides kind of rotate very quickly.
He's got ulti back up, does Burner. So his reincarnation, it will be there. It's level 3 as well. BKBs when he respawns. Sebas still trying to give him the what for. Nice little dodge there with the Manta Style away from the Wraithfire Blast, and there's a move forward from Sebas. Still playing in onto this Wraith King and the TA. Frank heals him up a little bit with a Solar Guardian. Aurora in the back looking for more as Draken clears through Widge. Burner dead, and TA in an awful lot of trouble. Needs Frank's backup, but she cannot stand her ground. Burner buys back for this, but with no TA, no Dawnbreaker, it's Wraith King against the world. He's 1v5, and he's
anything out of it. You know, the heroes that were supposed to be jumped, like this Grimstroke, like the Rubik, that could maybe get you shot by the TA, they were never really showing. It was always Tempest engaging, and now they are engaging right now on Frank.
I mean, Kataro just slicing him. He's gonna die and lose the Aegis, but Frank down, and Draken finds Widge in the back of this tier 2 top lane. Now Burner, KXY, LTH, the three of them. SG gonna struggle to retreat. They've caught up the Wraith King. He's got that reincarnation once more, but everyone else is bleeding out, and quickly. KXY stands up on the high ground, but you're right. The Wraith King can do very little.
He was farming the whole time towards that BKB, and I think that just drained a lot of the resources from the map, which is why Burner is so underfarmed. So, you know, maybe if they just played perfectly, the TA mid could work, but that's why it's not picked that often. Oh, nice blink here.
Yeah, one last chance maybe here for SG, but the double roll lands onto both BKB targets, and this will allow Katara to open up onto the squishier heroes in the backlines. Another stolen Solar Guardian. It's there from Slardin. A beautiful game for the Rubik, and a GG called out by SG. Tempest will take game 1 here in this best of 3. Very well executed as we got out of that laning stage. And a beautiful dance of death around the Roshan pit. Very, very nicely synchronized from both teams.
Yeah, I agree. I think SG played well with the heroes that they had. Usually builds into the OP item we love to see,
Slardin.
right? The
Marcy's story begins with a death. First blood for Widge's Ench, and so does an awful lot of damage, but of course here in a support role, we're much more focused on the dispose, the rebound, try and save Draken with that jump across. And Slardin looking for some revenge. Draken gets the kill. Widge's courier will waddle on back, but that's Ench now dead for 5 seconds. Unfortunately for Tempest, the blink.
That Visage, dude. Oof.
6 last hits, yeah.
Yeah, it's a Visage has terrible base damage, so it's a kind of expected. Which though?
Can they kill the Ench? She's got no stick.
No.
Nature's attendants are there, and they turn to find Slardin. Soul Assumption finally comes, so Draken gets something out of it. But a rough one for them, and a fresh wave arriving. This could be some serious damage to tower. Tempest need to clear this creep wave. They need to get something done. Warpine Raider's going to chuck some acorns at them. Draken and Slardin now, what? Out of regen. They've got 3 one charges on the Visage, but that's it. And top rune spot, they've got a kill on KXY. Katyu and Sebast. They come in, and LTH, yeah, you grab the DD rune, but a double kill for the Ember Spirit will more than make up for that.
Does have the helm and shapeshift. I wonder how willing they are to force this. Looks like he's just gonna jungle for now.
Yeah, they've gone bottom instead. There's no coil, so they can't really catch Draken that easily. They need the rupture. He's got familiars to land and stun, and in comes Slardin. Marcy's here to toss him around. A slight and a catch there. We'll trade out 1 for 1, but Grimstroke now caught down on the low ground in that river, giving Burner yet another kill. Slardin might be in a bit of bother as well. Gets back to his tier 1. And familiars incredibly irritating. Stopping since not dying. That is not the hero you want to be meeting when you're face rushing into enemy jungle. Now Burner opens up on Draken, helped by the coil to cancel the TP out, and Visage meets his death. They do get a chains. Jump away. Oh, that dispose, not enough. XY has already jaunted out, and now Sebas. And he's feeling the pain from the Bloodseeker. Quick remnant up and away, out of range of the kisses. Tries to slide, but Burner chases. Deeper and deeper the Bloodseeker goes. Picking the Grimstroke as well. See Slardin for a second, but with the Wolves scouting. Widge here with an Ogre Frost Mage as well. We do have 2 heroes set up defensively. Perimeter created by Tempest, and seeing KXY here, after jaunting in on that orb, Puck will very thankfully face shift and jaunt away from the Inkswell, finding Katyu. And now with the Wolves and the Warpine Raider arriving, Sebas, he's in a spot of bother. Does get himself away from KXY. He will again just jaunt out of there, and Frank picks up the double. 2 supports down, tier 2 still standing for now. And it looks like SG going to give up on it.
Ages, if they try to hold high ground, that's not really a lineup that's going to scale more, right? So with the Deso on TA, probably the Blink on Kotaro, that's when they should try to make a fight. Yeah, a rough one.
Poor little Grimstroke. Face tanking a couple of tomatoes in the river. Catch You turned into Ketchup.
Yeah, man. He had such a really... Oh,
Where's
hello.
that coil? It's top again. Oh, they've got kisses this time. That's the damage that was lacking previously. KXY snipes out. Being losses. And I was like, huh, let me go check. And I took a look at the Dota buff and I saw 8 losses and 2 wins. It just, no, she just doesn't look good at all in South America anyway. As Sebas got scanned 5 seconds ago, blown up by the combo of Snapfire and Puck once again. And they snap smoke. They move straight back up towards top side, knowing Roshan's going to be up soon. Catch You dead. Frank. Oh, he's dropping low. Tanky Lycan, even with all his units around, still dies here. Draken slotted.
Cooldown. They do have catapult waves coming in, but Frank...
Yeah, that dispose into Meld Strike. Very well executed. Gets the kill on the Lycan. Puck just wanting to jaunt and evade any further aggression from Tempest, but these kisses and Bloodright zoning out the dire side from defending their tier 3 tower, but no one's actually hitting it. Great play there by Tempest. Yes, KXY will come in and burst Cat U down. Already lost a lot of HP. Slot in.
Fuck.
Once again, gets the dispose in on KXY. Draken feeling that Centaur stomp and kisses, and has a lot of burn damage on him, but he's got that little move where he goes into stone form and hides himself away from damage. Burner tries to get onto Kataro. Half HP TA bashed and caught here and dead. No buyback on the Templar Assassin, but they do trade 1-for-1 at least, and it'll stop the push. They defend their tier 3, high ground held for now, and the army has been defeated. So what does SG do? They're going to try and find kills. That's a great jump in from LTH. They've got Draken all tied up. Sebas, he's bashed. He's dead as well. Tempest now do have a couple of buybacks ready. Visage and TA can both return to the battle. They'll need to use them to try and force back this aggressive SG side. Widge will turn on the heels. A Templar Assassin and that Soul Assumption from Visage will finally clear through her. Expensive defense from Tempest, but they make it work.
Hello, Draken.
That's a good catch on the Visage. Bloodright comes. Frank shapeshifted. They're trying to hunt the Snapfire in the back, and they're trying to keep the Visage alive as well, but getting coiled up requires that Gravekeeper's cloak to stone form himself, but now he's surrounded. Tomatoes and wolves all around Draken. He's incredibly tanky, though, this Visage. His cloak keeps him alive. They've lost Canu's Grimstroke, who does buy back immediately. Kataro and Slodin still looking for Burner, but the impetus shots. The level 20 Enchantress just comes out with some massive big hits. Kataro ruptured and runs back towards Fountain. But again, the base has been held. Buybacks galore from Tempest's side, and a silence on the puck, KXY. You were talking about slip-ups and mistakes, and it always seems to be the same premise.
Tempest is up, Gareth.
They're out of the base. Oh, the Abyssal Blade. They've killed the Ember Spirit off. Now, Burner, disposed and stunned, but Slotted feels the full wrath of damage from the Lycan and the Bloodseeker. Burner can't chase Cat U, though. He's got a Ghost Scepter. He's now hiding back behind his tier 3, but one of those will finally fall. Burner blinks in bloody aggressively. Cat U down, no buyback left. Kataro trying to face off and finish off the Frank Lycan with Sebas and Draken. Widge has Hurricane Pike, level 20 talent, untouchable slow, plus 65, so you can't really do anything against this Enchantress, and that allows the Bloodseeker to come back in with another blink stun and a 3-man coil, finding the last remnants of hope that Tempest were holding on to, and that will force the GG.
Wow. You know, SG won this game, but I kind of get a feeling that, like, I still so scared for Tempest, playing against Tempest. But like, this was a really good rep by SG. They
Vamos! Capinar o lote!
what's the itemization like on Brood nowadays? Because I remember the old days of, Orchid, the Aghanim Scepter, Diffuser Blade, BKB, all of that good stuff. And I guess my main question is, why don't Broods... Oh, wait, hang on. Is Frank dying up top? He is. He's got the stick. Ability to get in the trees with the webs. He's safe and sound. LTH gonna get pain from the Maiden as we do lose Draken down bottom to Burner. LTH still gonna get jumped on here by the Faceless Void as we stick up top as the Frostbite from Catch You will catch the Monkey King. Oh, not quite. Interesting. Oh,
the mischance and the AoE.
He's pretty speedy. He's trying to get away from them. I mean, Widge might have to deny him. Doesn't get it done, though. Draken. That damage over time. Something Widge wasn't quite factoring in, and they might go for another dive here. Slardin does have an avalanche. Not enough mana for the toss, but they've got plenty of DPS with that Poison Sting and the Gale onto the Venge. The Draken comes out with it. Deep Sebas. Safe and sound as Catch You.
Okay, XY.
Takes the Haste Rune, and they've got the Frostbite there. A toss up from Slardin. Kills off the Void Spirit. Off the Katara Void quite easily in that mid lane. An avalanche toss back to try and deal with the Spiderlings as Sebas also TPs. Trying to react to this Widge Venge who did stick around looking for that finishing blow on the tier 1. Slardin, Sebas will be able to chase him down with the Urn of Shadows damage and one more touch. A toss or an avalanche. The Roshan deny. Mid-air! He gets him.
Sebas has to farm. And you gotta farm somewhere.
Slardin.
Heroes.
Avalanche toss on LTH. He gets a boundless strike off before dying. Tornado will finish him off. Every little move like this from Tempest. Another breath of life for them. That's it.
A home she builds her nest. It is very painful to switch places.
All the Atos catch on Burner. He does get the Rupture onto Sebas, and Monkey King in from the back end. He's gonna just whack away at the Invoker here, but a good Tornado gets rid of the Jingu. Boundless Strike comes, and Bloodseeker, he's already got himself out of there. Avalanche Toss will connect onto LTH. Inside his Wukong's command, he might feel safe, but with a Venomous Gale and a Sunstrike placed, misses and off the mark, but still dead. So thankful, Burner gets out of there as Widge chased by a hasted Tiny. Oh, toss back into the Mud Golem, swap to get that damage reduction. In comes KXY and will look to blow up the Tiny. Catch You with a freezing field. Huge damage though onto this Void Spirit. He's nearly dead, but the Resonant Pulse damage reduction gets him on top as Sebas still finally dies, but Burner, he can open up on them. Oh, he runs away. He doesn't want to chase the Invoker who's on 50 HP instead.
Yeah, it's such a weird... Like, when it actually released, a lot of people said that it was garbage, but it's kind of good, really. It just makes, like, Broodmother is such a global hero in the sense of, like, you just control so much of the map, and it allows you to...
I don't know.
You can't... Because, like, there are some routes, very few routes where you can actually attack. I wonder if that's the case. Burna.
Yeah, BKBs, but he's Chronoed and Sunstruck. Half HP Bloodseeker, dying to the Faceless Void, but a great swap. Widge gets him out of there. Rupture onto Katara now puts him in danger. Silenced up, the blood right out. Burner dead to Slardin's jump. And Faceless Void, he's time walking all over the place. Widge and Burner both dead. The Broodmother tossed back into the middle of them. The freezing field from Cat U clearing them all up as the Void Spirit, he's caught in a frostbite. What?
Knows that it's not really about Cataclysm. He just needs to be alive.
He's caught. He's dead. Ooh. They've blown him up. Burner finally getting to use his BKB offensively. Disarmed now, though, as Cat U and Draken try to unload their freezing field and poison damage. But Burner with a triple kill, looking for his Ultra, will look to finish off the Venomancer, but he dies before he can get it done. Draken picks up a double kill in the chaos of that fight.
Doesn't have anything queued up.
He's come a long way, hasn't he? I remember when we were casting the early tours, Burner was on Wraith King every game. Oh, Avalanche toss back. Widge sent into the middle of 4. That's going to be the Vengeful Spirit dying. Taro trying to jump in and jump out with his DD rune. Looks like a tier 2 tower. You can see Tempest really playing with their food at this point. Slardin has had a spectacular series. He's going in, going out. Catching people left and right. The Faceless Void, half HP, but in comes Cat U with his BKB. The freezing field, countered by the BKBs of SG. Burner trying to battle with Kataro. Sunstrike's incoming though, and the Bloodseeker, he's dead. Does have buyback, and they show the double buyback out of their 2 supports. The trouble being, Tempest aren't losing anybody here. They are just standing their ground and fighting through all the chaos. Broodmother, Frank is about to drop. Bloodright's a good one. We'll silence up a couple, but they are bleeding out and quickly. 4 heroes drop. No defense left. Burner tornadoed and Ice Wall. He's slowed to a crawl, and that's got to be game.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I think that was a really good defense by SG. The only timing that they had was the chrono being on cooldown, and when they engaged, it was on like 25 seconds of cooldown. If they kill the Void there, that's huge. They wouldn't have another chance of having, even though this is a 20k goal lead, they had better time to fight. They were really close on killing Kotaro. He's just a little bit too farmed. It was kind of inevitable. They knew that it would only get worse from there, so I don't mind the play that they did. This Brood worked really well, but I think their mid game, as it is very often with SG, not as crisp as maybe they would have liked, and that Tempest, they just take it.